Senate President Akpabio, from harassment to him being asked to resign. So guys, we all know that there was this professor who has been sentenced because he helped in rigging election in favor of, the sitting Senate president. And now, civil society groups are calling for his resignation. That we can't have somebody like him with this kind of background, that somebody actually rigged election in his favor, and there've been evidence, and the court has finalized on that case. The professor has been jailed, and the person that is said to have been the beneficiary of that rigging is now the one we have as the Senate President of Nigeria. The civil society is very tough on this issue, and as it stands now, Tinubu's government has equally set up an investigative panel to look into Akpabio's case. So guys, I don't really think Akpabio is going to survive this one. He's not going to survive this one, because guess what? The pressure is huge. The pressure is so high. He cannot survive this one at the moment. I'm just going to allow you take your time, watch this video to get the real gist and see how 50 top civil society are on Akpabio for him to resign today. And let me know your honest reaction in the comment section below. Now take a look.
This is the thing that we are saying. We are saying that in the first place, if you have been involved in this process, even though he denied that he did not, state manage that, but now that we have gotten legal, or judicial conviction in that, case, it means that, he has a case. And for him to preserve the sanctity, the dignity of even that, position as Senate President, he is like number 3 in the country. And if your election is having this serious integrity deficit, then definitely you need to make that sacrifice to show example that you are not desperate, and you are not out there at all costs to stay in that position, unless it is a personal interest. If it is for the public interest, there's no argument, there's no worry. You can simply step aside and even apologize to the nation, because there's no way the probe will go to jail, and then you are sitting, enjoying, like I said, irrespective of which election it is. It could be, even immediately the first election that he has even contested. But the fact that crime has been committed and you cannot rob or, clean that, crime that had been committed. In other countries, if you are found guilty, even after 50 years, you will still go to, face the music. In our country, because of the political control and manipulation and lack of respect for the rule of law, and lack of the fact that we don't have, political integrity in the system, people think that they can do. Impunity is all over, and they can even rig the election and say, let's meet in court. And that is why it's a very dangerous, and that's why, again, you see many unprincipled politicians are jumping from one place to another, because they fear that they may actually win at the popular vote, and the people who wanted to take over that mandate, they will just meet in the court, because already they may have planted all sorts of judges at the appeal court, at the various court, that when they go there, they will just simply collect that mandate. That is the reason why we even see this madness of defection. Not because they believe in President Ahmed Bola Tinubu or they believe in APC. It is because of the protection. They want to make sure that they continue to enjoy the power and the resources of Nigerian people. Not because they want to build a vibrant political parties that will be constructive in opposition, that will bring alternative policies and programs that Nigerians can see the difference between what they have been canvassing for them to vote for them and what the ruling party is doing. So there's no principle. It's sad that there's no political party that is based on ideology or principle or even helping to save the Nigerian people or Nigerian economy. All they are after, they want to be there, they want to grab the power, whether at local or state or national level. And when they come, you could see clearly there's no difference between APC, PDP, and the rest of the party, including Labour Party. They are all there doing the same thing. And you could validate that even at the National Assembly. You could barely differentiate between the members of ruling party and members of the opposition parties. They all agree to what many Nigerians see as anti-even legislature, because in legislature you have freedom of expression. In legislature you have freedom to debate and discuss for the national interest. Right now in the National Assembly, if you speak against the leadership of the National Assembly position, you are likely going to be suspended, or you are likely going to be, ambushed. So therefore, the politics in Nigeria has to change. We need to sanitize this, whole political system in the country to even give confidence for Nigerians who are not even in the electoral politics to now begin to go in.
Right.
But the way it is now, it will be extremely difficult if you do not do this dirty thing to get in there. First, you have to get dirty money to finance your election, to finance all sorts of agencies that can help you rig the election. Not campaigning on issues, not actually talking to Nigerians to see the problems they have. None of them is doing any need assessment to see what the problems are. For example, even the current leadership, they had promised so many things, that like electricity, like ensuring that they block leakages. There are so many things they promise. Nobody is asking questions, and because they don't really care about you, all they are interested, they grab the power and they are there and do whatever you want to do.
So guys, what is happening in Nigeria remains unbelievable. These are politicians. For them, Nigeria belongs to them. For them, they don't have to follow the constitution. For them, the police can do them nothing. The military, in short, they are bulletproofed. Nothing touches them. The wrath of the Lord does not come against them. The judiciary can't take any action. So you can imagine if the Senate president, who is your Senate president, the number third person in this country, is being accused that the election was rigged in his favor, and he's now the one overseeing the Senate. What do you think they are planning to do? What do you think APC is planning to do in the next election, if not to rig? If not to rig, because that's the only thing they know how to do. To rig elections, even if this country is collapsing, it does not concern these people. Honestly, it does not concern them. So guys, I don't know what you make of all this. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell. Please give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to others, and drop your thoughts in the comment section below.
So guys, I'm going to quickly take you to Twitter and let's see some of the reactions coming from people. And in case you didn't join this video on time, this video is about a professor that has been sentenced to jail. And it is being said that this professor rigged election in favor of the Senate president. And today he has been sentenced to jail. So these civil society members, they are like 50 of them. They've come together. They are protesting against Senator Akpabio, that Akpabio must resign because the person that rigged for him is now in jail. Why is he still presiding over the Senate as the Senate leader? Because you see the level of corruption in Nigeria. The person who rigged for you is in jail, and you that the election favored, the rigging favored you, you are still presiding over the Senate. So this civil society leader is saying it's not supposed to be. It is wrong to still see Akpabio presiding over the National Assembly when the person who rigged for him is still in jail. And that was actually the debate that they were debating. And you can see what is happening in Nigeria. That's just the kind of country that we have. And that's why things are not working. Honestly, things are not working in Nigeria because of things like this, because they don't like the truth being said. And you can imagine that somebody rigged for you. You are now the Senate president, and the person who rigged for you is in jail, and you are still enjoying your position as the Senate president. So this civil society group, they are now protesting, saying, no, Akpabio must quit because he cannot be presiding over the Nigerian state as a number third person. So I just want to take you through some of the headlines of today. You know that Nnamdi Kanu was in court today, and videos were being played. Videos were being played. The federal government had to bring some videos of his, some of the online broadcasts that he made. They brought those videos and they played it. Guess what they are looking for? They are looking for evidence to the charges that the federal government has switched to. The federal government has moved from treasonable felony to terrorism, and now they are looking for evidence or evidences that they will use against him And one keeps wondering who is fooling who, who is fooling who in all this. Somebody made a tweet that they played video against Namdi Kano. I was like, the Boko Haram members are busy getting pardon. These are people that have shot down military jets. These are people whose hands are not clean. They've shot down military jet. They are getting pardon. They are getting forgiveness. And you are holding somebody. Okay, the video they played, that was during like there was this attack, people came out to protest and they were saying that, that the Nigerian military was against them. And then Nnamdi Kanu was reacting to that in his video. He was reacting to that as in, if they buy you, if you can revenge, you have to revenge. So he was like encouraging self-defense, just like retired general of Benue State, Dan Juma, said, you don't wait for the Nigerian army. You don't wait for the police. You don't wait for them to defend you. So Nnamdi Kanu encouraged them to like to do some self-defense. But that is what the federal government is now looking for, to use to to say this was actually what he did, and that is why they are going to jail him. I'm going to play this video for you to listen to what this is a northern lawmaker. Just listen for yourself.
Because Boko Haram is using armed drones. Let it be on record. They are using armed drones, weaponized drones, which the Nigerian army is not using. In other words, they are more sophisticated and advanced than the Nigerian army. Lastly, I lost people in Wajiroko. We lost people in Wajiroko as a result of Boko Haram insurgents. This is the few I can give you, just a tip of an iceberg as far as my constituency is concerned. I observe one thing. Boko Haram is fast coming back worse than what we had in the past. Take it or leave it. Boko Haram, ISWAP, or whatever name you call them, they are coming back. Let us do something serious in order not to go back to our days when 22 local governments out of 27 local governments of Borno were occupied by Boko Haram. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we should be complacent. Rome used to be the greatest empire on the world, but it was destroyed by the complacency of the Romans because of their inability to take things serious, to deal with their enemies. So as I'm speaking to you, personnel, there are no Nigerian army personnel. They don't have enough personnel to face these boys. That is the truth.
Oh my God.
They are committed. They are very strong in their own stand, but unfortunately, they don't have enough personnel and equipment to face the Boko Haram. I have seen it. Nobody reported it to me because I went to my constituency on Saturday and came back on Sunday. So, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we shouldn't be complacent with this. I align with Honorable Gaddi by saying that we should do our own needful by doing the proper oversight of money expended, because between 2015 to 2019, Nigerian government spent 19 point something trillion naira on security issues. I have the record with me.
This is unbelievable. So this is unbelievable, honestly. Did you hear how much he mentioned there that is used for security?
Because between 2015 to 2019, Nigerian government spent 19 point something trillion naira on security issues. I have the record with me.
Oh my God. Did you hear that amount? Did you hear that amount, Nigerians? Did you hear that amount? Is unbelievable, It's scary. Somebody should be concerned, somebody should be worried about the Nigerian state. I mean, why is it that we don't have patriotic leaders? Why are these people not ready to save Nigeria? Why? Why are they not ready to save Nigeria? So Boko Haram is busy equipping itself with modernized equipments. Modern equipments. The Nigerian military is still using outdated ones. This man is saying, going by number, the Nigerian army cannot withstand Boko Haram. Going by the kind of weapons they are carrying, the Nigerian army cannot withstand Boko Haram. And then you take a look at this. The Borno state governor came out to say they have received 300,000 repentant Boko Haram. 300. Very soon it will get to 500,000. That means people who have repented, Boko Haram fighters that have come out to say they have repented. If the Nigerian government has received 300,000, then ask me how many are still remaining in the bush. That's to tell you the number of Boko Haram. You know, they are much, and people are not worried. The federal government is not worried. They just allow these people to be doing what they are doing. We are looking for patriotic leaders. We are looking for leaders that can save Nigeria. We are looking for people who can keep religion by the corner, leave, tribalism by the side, and stand up for Nigeria. Ending insecurity in this country is not a big deal, but because we have people who are not interested. Okay, this headline, look at it. It says federal government place Nnamdi Kalu's broadcasts and videos in court to establish alleged terrorism charge. You see it? They played Nnamdi Kalu's broadcast and the videos he used to make before he was incarcerated. They played it looking for evidence that they can lay hold on to say he is guilty of terrorism, and they will then charge him to court. Can you see the headline? Okay, the federal government is looking for these charges. Boko Haram is busy building their base. The federal government is pursuing Nnamdi Kanu. Everybody knows that Nnamdi Kanu's problem is just a political problem and needs political solution. But because he is from the southeast, they won't let him go. But they've released 300,000 Boko Haram members back into the society. And Boko Haram still have thousands of them in the bushes. So even if they declare war today in Nigeria, they already have 300,000 that already knows how to. Somebody was just analyzing it on Twitter and was saying, see, if Boko Haram declares war on Nigeria now, they already, all these people, they are saying they repented. Who is sure that that is real repentance? Or is it a strategy for Boko Haram that they will train them and release them into the society? People are worried. People are concerned. What is happening in Nigeria? Why is the government not getting more that is getting more smarter? Why is the government not outsmarting these people? So you can imagine, assuming it is the strategy of Boko Haram to release their members into the society, they've released 300,000. These people know how to fight, they know how to shoot, they can buy people. Maybe they were even the ones responsible for shooting down the military jet. They are already trained by Boko Haram, and then they can just come out and pretend and say, we have repented. And then they will say, we have rehabilitated them. They will give them even taxpayers' money to come and start their lives. And then that means Boko Haram have succeeded releasing 300,000 into Nigeria. And some of them, remember recently, one of the security task force in Lagos said, their boss said they have arrested like over 1,000 Boko Haram members in Lagos. You can just Google it. Just Google it. Anything I'm saying, you try to Google it. The boss of the joint tax security outfit in Lagos, they said they have arrested at least over 1,000 Boko Haram members in Lagos State. That should worry everybody. So if they have arrested up to 1,000 Boko Haram members in Lagos State, how much more the ones that are hidden? Nobody have arrested them. They have spread themselves across the country. They are everywhere. Honestly, if you see the number, there's this video that was circulating recently. You see the number of fighters that this Boko Haram have. You will weep for the country. And people are playing, people are sleeping over this. The federal government is focusing on Nnamdi Kanu, and they just leave the north. Now you heard the northern senator. Is he a senator or House of Rep member? He was the one lamenting. I'm still going to play that video again. He's lamenting that Boko Haram is well equipped with sophisticated weapons this time. That if war should break now, the Nigerian military cannot withstand Boko Haram. And the Nigerian military does not have enough manpower to fight. They don't have enough manpower. Instead of the government to start looking into all that, what do we do now? The military has been going around canvassing for people to join the Nigerian military. Why are people running away? Because people believe if they join, they will be sent to go and fight Boko Haram, and Boko Haram will buy them. Then tomorrow, Boko Haram is going to get forgiveness. And then those people that bite, their family will continue to suffer. Boko Haram people that bite the person will be getting pardon. They will give them money to go and say, oh, sin no more, and then people whom they bite will be the ones suffering. Do you see where it is? And how much is Nigerian military being paid? Whether it's up to 70K, I don't know. If it's up to 100K, I don't know. These are some of the things people are looking at. Why will I join the military to go and face off with Boko Haram? How much am I going to be paid? Who is going to take care of me? If I buy there, who is going to take care of my family and all that? Now, you see, 300,000 Boko Haram members have been forgiven and brought back into the society. Then you then ask yourself, all those military men that Boko Haram died, how many of their families have received some reasonable amount of money from the government to start up their life? Some of them are now widows with children. Who is taking care of them? But Boko Haram that buy them is getting forgiveness, and before they let them go, they give them like money and maybe something to go and start up their lives with. They say it's a strategy, operation, is it safe corridor, operation what? It's a way to lure them to drop their arms. But Boko Haram is taking advantage of that. So this senator is lamenting because he knows what he is saying. He's actually from Borno State, and he has been saying it that all is not well. And that is why we are asking the federal government. You see, people were, even this very dark man that was arrested, some people were saying that why is it that the Nigerian government always pay attention to little things? That the very dark man, yes, he has been calling out EFCC, that EFCC is corrupt, and who does not know that all these agencies are corrupt? Let's just be sincere. It's very clear. And like Nigerians were singing, take Yaya Bello, give us VDM, take Yaya Bello, give us. People know that, okay, Yaya Bello is not supposed to be walking freely, but he is. You see, many other politicians, the IMF and other, the latest report says that corruption is the biggest challenge Nigeria is facing. That's why we are not progressing. You see all the money Tinubu has been borrowing. Where have they been channeling the money? All the ones that Buhari borrowed, where are the money? Some of this money ends in people's private pockets, and the citizens will continue to suffer. So a whole lot is happening in this country, and the earlier we stand up for Nigeria with a patriotic heart, the better. Honestly, the military has to be worried with the level of sophistication, or how sophisticated the Boko Haram group is, and that is why this man is raising this alarm, saying that something has to be done. Now, before we get back to that video, because I really want to play that video so that you see it. Now, take a look at this headline. It says, this one now says, breaking news. Nigerian troop burst filling stations, loading fuel in jerry cans for Boko Haram terrorists in Borno State, in Meduguri, Borno State. So, guys, can you see the number of jerry cans? Hey, do you see the number of jerry cans that Boko Haram can fill at a goal? at a go. I mean, they can come out with this number of jerry cans to fill for their vehicles to perfect their operation. See, they even have trucks and lorries that is going to carry it for them. And then you see some of the people that were arrested. You see, with together with the hunger in the land, it's so easy to recruit these young people in the north. Some of them don't have skill. Some of them have never been to school. Some of them don't even understand any other language, if not the Quran, they learned when they were Almajiri. And the northern politicians are not helping this. You see, the northern politician. Okay, let's talk about Peter Obi. Peter Obi has been going about donating money to at least School of Nursing. He has been donating money to School of Nursing across the country. How many politicians in the north have you ever heard that brought like a training, skill training for these almajiris in their various almajiri centers? The northern politicians are the biggest problem in this country. They get the money, they put in their pocket. When election comes, they come and give them peanuts and just collect their votes and go. Nobody cares. So if they now come, if Boko Haram comes to recruit, why won't they follow? You see the number of jerrycan that Boko Haram is filling at once. Maybe when they go, they will come again. This one is at once with this long jerrycan, this long lorry. They will load it, they will go and use it to fight, and then they will still come back again to fight. This is the battle that is in front of Nigerians. And you can see that these people, they don't care. What the Nigerian state is all about is making people to defect to go to APC ahead of 2027 so that Tinubu can come back. And when they don't have anything to show for in terms of leadership. So, guys, I'm going to end this live at this point, but I'm going to play the video like I told you. I'm just going to allow, if you are just joining us, just take a listen. And okay, now this is Enugu State. Do you see? These are Reverend Fathers protesting in Enugu State. Let me read this headline. It says, "Protest by clergymen in Enugu against the siege and taking over of bushes in Enugu and other southeast states by these murderous Hausa Fulani criminals who parade as headsmen." You see, Reverend Fathers are now victims of this Boko Haram and headsmen problem. You must have heard how many Reverend Fathers have been quiet. If they kidnap them, they hardly let them go. Reverend Sisters, if they kidnap them, they hardly let them go. And now, in Enugu State, because of politics, the government of Enugu State, yes, people say Mba is trying in terms of trying to make Enugu or Enugu State to look great. But you see, he has decided to be silent over insecurity. Ask me why. I don't know. I noticed that most of the APC leaders, they hardly speak against insecurity in Nigeria. You ask me, what is it bribe? Is it that the Fulani herdsmen bribe them? They hardly. Have you not seen what is going on in Benue State? It's recently we started seeing the governor when they have fight numerous people and Nigerians started dragging him on the social media when he refused to allow Peter Obi to come in. You know, that was when he started speaking up. He's a reverend father. And do you know how many churches have shut down in Benue State? The bishop was in the US telling the US how many churches have shut down in Benue State and how many reverend fathers have been kidnapped and fired by Fulani headsmen. And we have an APC reverend father as the governor. So the way people politicize insecurity in Nigeria, that's even what is shocking. You know, for them, everything is politics. They don't consider the lives of people. Now, the Nigerian military is lacking manpower.
Because Boko Haram.
The Nigerian military does not have enough military personnel. But guess what? They have majority of them in the southeast collecting money. They are looking for IPOB members. They are looking for Biafra agitators while Boko Haram is ravaging the north. Do you see it? You have some military men sent to River State since the sole administrator took over. Military are in the wrong places while Boko Haram is now gaining ground. recently they attacked the military base. Do you know how many people died? Anyway, let me finally play this video and let's end it there.
Because Boko Haram is using armed drones. Let it be on record. They are using armed drones.
That Boko Haram is using armed drones. Possibly Nigeria doesn't even have any of that. The Nigerian military does, possibly they don't have anything that resembles that. Armed drones. Armed drones. That's what Boko Haram is now using against Nigeria as a country. And the government is pardoning their members. Instead of them to jail them, prosecute them, let them learn from it so that others will see it and run away. Instead, they are granting them pardon. So what do you think? Many people will be recruited, and then at a time, Boko Haram will be releasing them, release like 100,000. Oh yeah, go and tell them you have repented. They will come and say they've repented, and then Boko Haram will release another batch. But if these people are being prosecuted, that is the easiest way to send strong warning to them. So Boko Haram is using armed drone. This is coming from a lawmaker of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Weaponized drones, which the Nigerian army is not using. In other words, they are more sophisticated and advanced than the Nigerian army. Lastly, I lost people in Wajiroko. We lost people in Wajiroko as a result of Boko Haram insurgents. This is the few I can give you, just a tip of an iceberg as far as my constituency is concerned. I observe one thing. Boko Haram is fast coming back worse than what we had in the past. Take it or leave it. Boko Haram, ISWAP, or whatever name you call them, they are coming back. Let us do something serious in order not to come back, go back to our days when 22 local governments out of 27 local governments of Borno were occupied by Boko Haram. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we should be complacent. Rome used to be the greatest empire on the world, but it was destroyed by the complacency of the Romans because of their inability to take things serious to deal with their enemies. So as I'm speaking to you, personnel, there are no Nigerian army personnel.
Hey.
They don't have enough personnel to face these boys. That is the truth. They are committed. They are very strong in their own stand, but unfortunately, they don't have enough personnel and equipment to face the Boko Haram. I have seen it. Nobody reported it to me because I went to my constituency on Saturday and came back on Sunday. So, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we shouldn't be complacent with this. I align with Honorable Gaddi by saying that we should do our own needful by doing the proper oversight of money expanded, because between 2015 to 2019, Nigerian government spent 19 point something trillion naira on security issues. I have the record with me.
19 point something trillion naira for security. No wonder they said it's a multi-billion naira business. You know, let me say multi-billion dollar business, not naira, because he has just mentioned trillion. So if just within this space, Nigeria spent trillions, 19 trillions on insecurity or security related problems, and still we don't even have hope that the insecurity is going to end anytime soon, then Nigeria is just playing. Anyway, guys, I don't know what you make of this. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to more people. And let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. See you in the next live. Thank you and God bless you. Bye.